What's up, everybody? Rook here from the future. I have been sick for the past several days, as you can tell. Also, Archon has been sick, so the video is coming out late, and the video that was supposed to release next week will not be out. We'll release that 1 week later. I apologize for this. It's just the weather change is affecting us all. Hope you all have a great time and enjoy this episode. What's up, everybody? I'm Rook.
And I'm Marko.
And welcome back to your favorite podcast / YouTube, Raw and Nerdy. So we are on episode 2 of the new year. And we thought, hey, it's early enough in the year to... Oh, yeah, my bad. Episode 3.
Episode 3. Close. How do you mess it up when we're only 3 episodes in?
Because, the Star Wars just ran together.
But yeah, they were kind of like a 2-parter of the one.
Yeah. So
okay, I'll give you some slack.
That's how I messed it up. But we figured, why not do what we're looking forward to at being released, movies, TVs, and games for 2026. There are some I don't remember that are coming out game-wise, but we did have a good list of movies we came across, so this ought to be interesting.
Yeah, I got a few that I'm pretty excited for.
Oh, yeah. But, as normal, let's start off with our weeks. How was yours?
I was not bad. You'd been working on something for a while, and actually about an hour ago, maybe an hour and a half or so, I finally beat ZA.
What?
I beat Pokemon ZA, but then it kind of opens up to a infinite ending. Like there's a bunch of things I can still do, so I'm gonna go through some of that. There's 70 side missions I can do. There's this infinite ZA tournament you can enter, and that gets you a lot of stuff. And so I'm gonna go through that, try and finish off the research so I can get the little shiny amulet and go catch some shinies, stuff like that. Yeah,
Man,
I beat
an
the main
amulet?
game. Yeah. It's like just this little amulet you have in your inventory that helps you find shinies more often.
Okay.
But you gotta complete the whole research to get it. So you really gotta try.
Fair
And
enough.
I did something pretty legendary in Path of Exiles 2.
What's that?
So there's this item in the game called a Mirror of Kalindra.
Mm-hmm.
It is basically, the odds of finding one are almost the same as winning the lottery. They're super, super, super rare.
Mm-hmm.
In that game, your main currency is exalted orbs, and then your higher end currency is divine orbs. And one divine orb sells for roughly 350 exalted orbs or so in comparison.
Wow.
Well, I had a Mirror of Kalindra drop for me.
Mm-hmm.
Which is probably the luckiest drop I've ever had in any game. To put that in perspective, the Mirror of Kalindra, I sold it for 3,350 divine orbs.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm pretty much set for the whole season now. I immediately started just buying some as soon as... The problem is, in order to sell it, you have to sell it on the currency exchange, and in order to sell it, you need 2.5 million gold just to sell it. So once I got it, I couldn't even sell it. I had to sit there and farm gold for 6 hours before I had enough gold to sell it. And then once I sold it, I had all these divine orbs, but I couldn't buy anything with them because now I had no gold because you need the divine orbs plus a little bit of gold to do the trades. So I had to farm up a bunch more gold so I could buy stuff. But then I started buying some really beefy items for my character, and he just absolutely destroys everything now because I have some of the best gear I can get. but
That's funny.
it is it the game is so much more fun when you dude, I'm having a blast just blowing through these maps now. Like, nothing even remotely comes close to killing me anymore. I just, like, absolutely just one shot. I get to the bosses, like, the hard bosses, and, like, it takes 5 to 6 seconds to kill them. It's so much fun. I'm having
I
a
just
blast with it
I
now.
just find it funny. I had to farm millions of gold just so I could trade in this thing to get me millions of gold.
You well, t okay, just to put this in retrospect, I'm level 90 on that character, right? And I had
Mhm.
about 1.2 million gold. I needed 2.5 million. So I needed almost double what I had already that I've accumulated for pretty much the whole season. So I had to like go into like gold farm mode and like run all the maps that give you the most gold and pick up every single item that drops and sell it. And like I was just in total gold farming mode for like 6 hours just so I could sell this thing for all these divine orbs.
You know what
But
would have made that great is if you were mining for gold, doing that grind, and it dropped another one of those items.
I actually saw a guy in chat today say something about oh my gosh, I just got a mirror drop. This is my second one this season. That dude needs to go play the lottery for sure because 2 in 1 season is insane.
Mhm.
But yeah, I lost it. I was like, "Are you kidding me? I cannot believe this dropped." I immediately took a screenshot of it, sent it to my other buddies who play the game, and they're like, "There's no way. There's no way."
I'll sell it to you for 1,000 real life dollars.
It's it, yeah, it's insane. I was so shocked when I saw the thing drop. Like I like my mouth dropped. I stopped everything I was doing. I was like, "Did that just happen? Like, are we kidding right now?" And okay, so PoE is like PoE 2 is a game where if you die, anything that's on the ground is gone.
Mhm.
Like it resets the whole map if you die. So like when this thing dropped, I immediately made sure there were no enemies anywhere around me. Like the screen was empty. Took a quick screenshot, picked it up as fast as I could because I was like, I'm not about to die and have this sit here on the floor because I would cry.
Mhm.
Because yeah, spent a little bit of it, but I still have more divine orbs than I'm even gonna think about spending for this whole season. But money has no bearing on me anymore. It's like, oh, this item's 400 divine, no problem. Click.
Well,
So
be
great.
careful. You only have a few thousand divine, sir.
I had like 3,350. That's a lot
Yeah. 400
for
think
a good weapon. I'll spend 400.
okay,
I'm not worried.
that's
I
fair.
mean, most other pieces I'm gonna spend like 40.
Okay,
I
that's
complete
fair.
I completely decked out my character and I still have like 2,600 divine. Yeah, I'm stoked. So happy. So
I
that was really
remember
cool.
I remember a few episodes in the last year, you were talking about how it was hard to get divine, and here you are now running around because you happen to get a
Balling,
really rare
just
drop.
balling. It's funny because as soon as I dropped it, as soon as I saw it drop, the first thing I thought was, "Oh, I'm gonna buy all this stuff." And then I went to go to the trade, like I went to like trade it to get all the divine, and I'm like, 2.6 million gold. What the frick? I was so mad. It's like now here I am with this super valuable item just sitting in my bank with nothing to do with it. I'm just like, I tried like just auctioning it out to like people. Anybody want to buy this so I don't have to pay the 2.6 million gold? Nobody wanted to buy it. Of course, most people don't just have 3,300 divines sitting around either. So
Mhm. Somebody went grinding for it to get it from you.
yeah, it was pretty awesome. I was usually it's like the farmers who make like the money and stuff off the game. They'll buy those things up and then sell them for real money. But that was that was the highlight of my week for sure.
It sounds like it.
And then I got to watch the Packers lose in the playoffs. Even though it was to the Bears, it was still the Packers losing, which just always makes my heart happy. And then,
Hey, I got to watch the Eagles lose, so it's all good.
yeah, and then today we get to watch the Eagles lose, which was pretty nice too.
I gotta say that LA Rams game was a fun end to that game.
So was the Packers game. I mean, the Bears were down like going toward the fourth quarter. They were down 21-3, and they came back to win the game. Like
Mhm.
insane.
Yeah, I saw that score and I was like, "Oh, this ain't going the way I was expecting." And then all of a sudden in the fourth quarter, it starts getting rallied. I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Okay, Bears. All right. I see you. I see you, Mr. You don't have to be a fourth quarter team. You could play the whole game if you want and not put yourself in these situations. But yeah, it was I'm sitting here watching it and one of my friends is a real big Packers fan. I was like, dude, this isn't looking good. He's like, oh, it'll be fine. I was like, I don't know, man. And then
It'll be fine. No, the
yeah.
person who I like watching her videos when she posts her reaction is Annie Agar.
Oh yeah.
Her reaction during because she'll post live her not live, but she'll post her reactions to the game while the game's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like just so the disappointed look in her face at the end of when the Bears won is like, dang, that's rough.
There's another TikToker, what's her name? Rossi or something like that, who's like a big Eagles fan, and she always
Mhm.
posts her reactions. This season, her reactions have been quite sad because the Eagles have kind of sucked this year. But
Dude, they made it. They're bragging how they made it to the playoffs and they're going to run the gambit. And then
they barely made the playoffs.
I know, but then they said they're going to make it and all this. And it's like, yeah, you got knocked out in the first round. Now what?
Right. Right. So yeah. Um. Other than that, I cleaned out my desk really good, and I like set up my wife got me an LED like desk mat that's got like charging stations and stuff on it that there's like a keyboard mat and a mouse mat, and I set all that up and got my desk looking all cool, reorganized it a bit. But
That's good.
I think that's about all I did this week.
Woo, that was a very exciting week.
I fell for the Stranger Things trap. I got sucked into the rabbit hole conspiracy theory where I thought there was going to be another episode, but it never happened. They fooled us
Yeah, a
all.
lot of people fell for that trap.
Dude, it would have been the coolest thing anybody ever did in television, and it made like they made it make so much sense because this the first 4 seasons of that show were so flawless. And
Mhm.
then the 5th season there was just so many plot holes, and then the last episode there was just so many things that didn't make sense that you were just like, man, it would make so much sense if they just like if this was all fake and they did a whole nother episode.
Now, what would you do if they left the cliffhangers because they came out with a movie?
I don't think there's any plans of it. There is okay, so there is still part of the conspiracy that's alive. And by the time this airs, we'll know if that's false too, because tomorrow on the 12th, we're recording on the 11th, but on the
Mhm.
12th, they're releasing a one last adventure, like behind the scenes documentary, is what they're saying they're releasing. But it's like over 2 hours long. So people are wondering if what if it's not like a actual behind the scenes? What if it's kinda like a Wes Craven's New Nightmare type thing where they're like, pretending like it's behind the scenes, but then it like comes into real like Vecna comes into real life and like kinda like Freddy does in Wes Craven's New Nightmare?
That
That's
would be
that's the
interesting.
going theory. But that would be really cool if they did that too, but it would be it would have been done before. It would have been like, I mean, they would have been copying Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Where if they would have just came out with another finale a week after they came out with the first one and said, "Ha, guess what? You were all suckered by Vecna." That would have been sweet.
Yeah, true. I hate TV series who leave more questions than answers on their final episode.
Well, I'm assuming you didn't watch it,
Of course not.
but they tied everything up. They did. They ended the show. They killed Vecna. They ended the show. The problem is okay. The whole fight with Vecna was very unceremonious. Like it lasted like 3.5 minutes. He died way too easy. And then at the end, there were just all these little clues. Like they were supposed to graduate in green gowns, but they were all in orange gowns for some reason. And all the people in the crowd were all sitting straight up, like with their hands crossed, the way Vecna does. Like they all had
Mm,
like haircuts and glasses that look like Vecna. Like there was like just a lot of things didn't make sense. Like for instance, Steve, one of the characters, Steve, was coaching a baseball team, even though he was a basketball player. Like he was coaching a little league baseball team. But the only time Vecna ever saw Steve, he had a baseball bat in his hand and was trying to like hit him with it. So he like it just kind of made sense that if this was all like Vecna's illusion, that's the way he would have saw Steve. And like characters that never had any interactions with Vecna weren't in the end wrap up part of the season. Like, so it was like he didn't know about those characters, so they weren't there. Like, it just made sense that it was all like an illusion by him, but
okay.
it was just like little, just a bunch of little things, like things changing colors for no reason. Like, there was this dial that they used to like crank up the power, and it had a little red arrow on it, but then later it didn't. It was just little plot hole mistakes, and that they never made in the earlier seasons. So
Mm, sounds like they were probably rushing to come up with a good conclusion to it.
I don't know.
But
I mean,
what would you have done if at the very end everybody just closes the book, the D&D book, everybody puts away their D&D characters and it was all just a D&D campaign?
I mean, I mean, it could have been. I mean, they kind of made it seem like at the end, like he was telling a story of the D&D campaign. Like
That would be
he wrote a campaign based on their experiences or something.
yeah. Because one of the thoughts I've had as a DM is making a campaign where you start off as yourselves and you're pulled into the fantasy world of magic and demons and all that stuff. So it would have been interesting to see a live action show actually do that and come at the end saying, "Oh yeah, this was all just a D&D campaign."
Yeah, but then see, Lost did something like that, and everyone hated the ending of Lost because of it.
Yeah, but
Hated it.
Lost didn't start off well, Lost didn't really end that way.
Lost ended basically saying that the entire show was fake and that it was they all were in purgatory the whole time and that like none of it was real. Basically, same thing.
No, because I remember watching it and then I recently was curious and looked it up and it was they weren't in purgatory. They were actually fighting stuff. It Lost Story
No,
is
what
really
the island was purgatory. They were in purgatory the entire time. They explained it at the end of the episode.
at the end of the episode.
They explained that, and everybody hated it because of it. That they found out that it was literally they were all just in purgatory, and that
Let's
from the
see.
very beginning.
Let's see. The Lost Purgatory refers to the popular fan theory that the island in the TV show Lost was a form of purgatory, a concept the creators strongly denied, insisting
Yeah, but
the
they
island's
talked about it on
events
the end.
were real, but clarified that the final season's Flash Sideways timeline showed characters reuniting in an afterlife. a collective purgatory for after they died to move on. Not that they were dead during the entire series.
So they were just dead for the whole last season.
The Flash Sideways stuff where they're showing,
Like, that was the whole last season.
yeah, the island itself was real. Was a real magical place with unique properties, not purgatory, but the post-death afterlife Flash Sideways scene served as a spiritual purgatory for them to find peace together.
Either way, the ending sucked.
But
Now
doing
Stranger Things is gonna go down as, like, even though, like, I enjoyed it, I think they ended up wrapping things up good, but now that I've people pointed out all this other stuff, now it's like, now it just it's not it doesn't hit
may,
the same anymore.
maybe it can get the Firefly treatment and actually have a movie that ties in and
I know they're planning on
really
doing, like, spin-offs and stuff, but
maybe they're setting up spinoffs.
I don't know.
I have faith.
Says the one
Anything
who
else
hasn't
with
even watched the show.
any other things to talk about your week, sir?
No.
All right, let's get into mine because we're already 20 minutes into the show.
Hey, this is how is this your first episode on this show? This is how we do things.
Yes. All right. So my week was a lot of getting back into the saddle, the flow of things, getting everything going, which actually turned out really well. It was a good week at work. Um, I was glad to go back to work, to be honest with you, because I hate long vacations, especially if I don't really have anything to do, and especially during this particular holidays period.
Mhm.
But so I went back to work. We got into the swing of things, and well, the weekend came around. Didn't do a lot of gaming during the week. Uh, I did a little bit, but not much. I was focused on trying to get my house in California ready for sale again. So it's back on the market and probably going to end up short selling it just so I can get out from underneath it and avoid foreclosure. I'm okay with that. But we're just pressing forward on that. So hopefully that goes good. Um, been watching this guy on YouTube this past week called Not the Expert. He plays a lot of these. I started watching him because he was doing a lot of NCAA 14 college football revamped, and he would create his own team. He made himself based on what he could actually do when trying to work out. So, and building himself up as a quarterback and all that, not being really athletic, not being good, and he worked it back. And so I started watching that. Then I watched a thing where he made a team and ran the team, and then he runs different players and all that stuff. But then I got into his other videos, and he does a lot of other. He plays a lot of older games like the Backyard series.
Okay.
He plays a lot of the backyard sports. He's played most of them are sports games. And it's just really cool watching all these old games being played on TV again. He's like, dude, I haven't played these games since I was a little kid and trying to remember how everything works and all that. I was like,
Mhm.
that's actually pretty cool. I remember trying to play some of these old platformers from the Nintendo. And as an adult, I still struggle with some of them.
Some of them are hard. Some Nintendo games are just designed to be hard, and the system lagged, so, like, that would just make the game even harder. So
Yeah, it was tough. But I did come up with a new idea for my office that I shot you a message about.
mhm.
So I'm going to take, I don't know how big I want the desk to be yet, but based on where my office is, um, I'm going to do a butcher block desk, custom made, not going out and purchasing one already made or purchasing custom made. I'm going to actually do it all on my own. Don't,
You're gonna build it.
yeah, I know how to measure. I know how to measure twice and cut once. My dad taught me. I'm gonna build it. It's gonna be interesting. The only thing I'm trying to figure out is how to do the desk because where my computer sits up here, I'm going to end up having just a single layer instead of how my current has a shelf on top of it, right up here. I'm not gonna have that shelf. It's just gonna be a flat desk. Over where my current shelf is with all my Legos, I want to do uh a desktop shelving unit that I can put some Lego stuffed animals and stuff on. And then that'll also give me place to put my printer and it'll help me organize it a little bit better. Plus, it'll give me drawers on the bottom because apparently people use the IKEA's Alex drawers. I've done a lot of research on this. They use IKEA Alex drawers on the bottom to give them storage space, and it actually looks really clean when it's done right. So I'm going to do that. It's going to cost me time because treating
It's gonna
the
cost you a
wood
lot more than time. We did
butcher
butcher
block.
block. We did butcher block countertops in my kitchen, and it's not cheap.
Butcher block here for one piece of a certain length. I was looking it up, and it's anywhere between two. I found it between $200 and $300 for a 30 by 70-inch board uh, area. But see, I'm not trying to replace a bunch of cabinets. I'm just buying
Well,
the butcher block.
I didn't do cabinets. I just did the countertops,
That's what I mean.
butcher block,
The countertops.
and it's not very big. And yeah, we spent probably like $500 or $600 just on the the countertop, and that's not including the extra materials to like
Treat it.
treat
And
it and like put that protective layer on top. And
that's where it's going to get a little bit more expensive. But I think I can get away with building the desk the way I want it to start with about $500 because the two Alex drawers themselves are $100 a piece.
Hmm.
So it's going to be expensive, but I think the new year, new
it'll
me.
last you a while.
Oh, definitely. Ask me a while.
Yeah, I mean, are you doing like an L-shaped desk, or are you gonna just do a?
Well, right now I'm gonna do an L-shaped desk, but I gotta watch how I do it because where I have my desk currently sitting, it's hard to show y'all. But this is where I am is even with where my door is. And then so where you see Ezzy right here is the end of my current desk. That over would be an L shape. But I gotta watch how far back I go because I don't want to hit my door.
Yeah.
Say hi, Ezzy. So that is what I want to do because then back here is where I'll put all my Lego shelf in that corner beside Ezzy. Because I got plenty of space right there. And then I can put a picture there, pictures here. Gives me more options.
Okay.
And if I decide to do the desk all the way across and just make it a giant U, like two-part, then if I ever have a significant other, they have their own desk too.
Hmm.
So, but that is for another day over here on the L shape where I want to put it. The reason why I do want to do an L shape is because currently on my coffee table that's sitting in my office is my Super Star Destroyer Lego set my brother bought me.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to put that on the desk so it can be on display, and I put the
Did you ever finish it?
I still got to do the top.
I was gonna say I haven't seen it finished yet. That's been. Didn't you get that for Christmas last year?
You mean 2 years ago?
2 years ago. Sorry. Yeah. So 2 years later, you got some of it done.
I started it a year ago.
Yeah, you gotta get that finished, man.
Yeah, I do because it's starting to get dusty on the inside of the ship.
Canned air.
No, well, I do have canned air.
Hey, I have that same brand.
But I figured doing this will help me set up the way I want it, make it my setup more gamer esque when I actually put the soundproofing and stuff. The only issue I have is the wall right behind the computer. Right behind the computer is window. So if I do set it up, I want to make it where I can actually close at least the sides and have the two smaller windows be able to open up.
Gotcha.
But the advantage to this is if I'm gaming, I have a U shape, the half moon shaped window on top of the three pane window on the bottom, and the sun comes right through there. So that's the reason why I moved my desk where it is now. Besides, y'all can't see out that door right there when my
Mhm.
brother walks by. So that's what I'm trying to do there and get some soundproofing up, make it more of a studio feel.
Feel that. Yeah, I'm kind of considering my options because when my daughter leaves for college in a few months, my stepson wants to move up to her room because he doesn't like having the room that's directly below mine
Hmm.
because I go to bed fairly early a lot of nights because I got work the next morning, and then he has to be like super quiet because otherwise I
Hmm.
could hear him through the floor. So he wants to move up, and I was thinking, if he moves up, then that whole room down there, which is a fairly large size room, will just be an empty room. And I could actually have an office if I wanted to, or like make a game room slash
Hmm.
office. So I was thinking about that, and I just signed up for um they're putting they're running fiber in our area, and I
Hmm.
signed up for it um because the 2 gig fiber with like the home system and everything is quite a bit cheaper than what I'm paying right now for stupid Spectrum internet. So,
Well, Spectrum sucks. So
yeah, I know. But
even
right
their
now they have the market until all this fiber gets set up, and then they have competition. But I'm thinking about switching to the fiber just because it's twice the speed for not half the price, but like it's like $26 cheaper for twice the speed.
yeah.
So, and with the fiber, they guarantee like the same upload as down or same upload and download speeds.
Hmm.
Where like right now with Charter, I have 1 gig upload, but 1 gig download, but it's only like 100K, maybe not even upload.
Yeah, that's one thing I really do like about fiber because here I only got AT&T's 1 gig fiber, but the fiber upload and download, if I was to run a speed test right now, would be really fast. And with me, my brother, and because my brother's bedroom, his fiance's son's bedroom, my bedroom, the TV, my game room, everything runs Wi-Fi. We don't have anything except for my computer hardwired in.
Yeah, and see, like my computer right now isn't hardwired. I'm also on Wi-Fi, but like I'll do speed tests, and I have 1 gig. I'm supposed to have 1 gig service. I'll run speed tests, and I'll be like connected at like 125K or 125 meg,
Hmm.
and I'm supposed to have a gig. And I'll call them, and they'll just be like, "Oh yeah, that's about normal." Uh,
I'm being bored, so
fifteen
I'm
percent.
running it right now.
You're telling me 15% of what I should be getting is normal? That's fine with you? Like, can I pay you 15% of my bill? Like, I bet you that's
Hmm.
not normal. So,
See, I'm not getting 1 gig up, 1 gig down. I'm getting close to 1 gig down, but my upload speed is 680.
that's not bad at all. Watch, I'm gonna
That's
run a
not.
speed test right now. So I have 1 gig service, right?
Hmm.
My download is at 180.2. My upload
See, that's one thing I've noticed
My upload
with
is 10.4.
so that's something I've noticed
10.4 megs.
so that's something I've noticed with fiber versus copper. Copper slows down bad when you got a lot of people in your network or in your neighborhood on at the same time, but fiber stays consistent even when there's a bunch of people on.
Yeah. I mean, it runs a lot better. But
Mhm.
I mean, dude, for real, I have 1 gigabyte service and I'm uploading at 10.4.
And it sounded like you're actually downloading at only
Not even
lower.
200.
Yeah. So
I
that's
was
the problem.
downloading at 180. That's
So
terrible.
when we first started recording Raw and Nerdy, I was on Spectrum's uh, high speed service at my house when Widget lived there with us. Um, it no matter how much we tried during certain times of the day, it always bogged down. But when I switched over to fiber, I had no issues.
He was still he wasn't
Not
living
when we
there.
s no, I was saying I had the same service from when he was living there.
Oh. Okay, I was
Yeah.
gonna say he wasn't living there when we started, was he?
I had the same service as when he was living there. Let
Yeah.
me
It was
clarify that.
well, you remember at first like mine it gets so bad that sometimes like we'll have issues recording because like
Mhm.
I'll like time out when we were doing it through Discord before we switched over to Riverside that we use now, like I would time out in Discord all the time and just freeze.
I think, and, this is gonna be a selfless plug for Riverside, but switching to Riverside has made our recording a lot easier.
Well, yeah, it we don't I don't time out like I did with Discord,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
Yeah, it's nice when you're streaming with no problem, but when you're in a household of nothing but streaming, as most modern day houses are, fiber's the way to go. So when you get fiber, you'll be really happy.
Dude, I'm gonna be so happy. I know. Especially
Alright,
since I'll be paying less and they lock you in at like the same price for 5 years. Where Spectrum, they're like, oh, we'll give you a deal for like
1
not even a
year,
year.
and then it goes up, and then when you see the new deals, you're like, "Hey, how come I don't get this deal?" "Oh, you're already a member. It's for new people." Spectrum is a crappy service. Not the words I wanted to use. Alright, we are halfway through our show. We're just talking about internet now. Alright, so let's get
Still
into our
talking
main.
about nerd stuff. I mean,
Oh, true. Let's roll into our main topic. So I broke it down into movies, TV shows, and games. And ironically, I didn't put them in that order because there was more of each one. It just happened. I'm looking forward to more movies than I am TV shows than I am games.
dude, there's a ton of good movies coming out, so I don't blame
Oh
you.
yeah. All right. So, what are you looking forward to, movies
Which one are we
wise?
doing first?
Movies.
Well, um, obviously, I'm looking forward to the new Marvel movies. I'm always looking forward to the Marvel movies.
Mhm.
Um, Spider-Man: Brand New Day. I love the Spider-Man films, so I'm excited for Brand New Day. I'm kind of curious where they're gonna go after the whole like wiping everybody's minds of who he is type of thing.
Mhm. That'll be
I
interesting.
think this one is gonna be a little bit more like more deep, where like he's struggling because he doesn't have all of his friends anymore, and it's just him now.
Mhm.
Plus, they're bringing in Sadie Sink, who's probably gonna play like the real Mary Jane Watson instead of like the fake Mary Jane Watson, Michelle, whatever her name is. Um, I'm definitely looking forward to Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was coming out until I was going through the list and I saw that and I was like, "Ooh, that's gonna be interesting."
We've talked about Mortal Kombat. I'm really looking forward to the sequel to Mortal Kombat, and I'm kind of
Mhm.
looking forward to the new Street Fighter movie now too.
Yeah, I saw that and I'm like, "Ooh, that's gonna be interesting." So, that comes out October 16th.
Street Fighter,
Mhm.
nice. I'm I'm definitely not looking forward to Moana. I'll just throw that out there. I'm so sick of all these live action remakes of Disney movies, especially that one just came out. Like, it's not even old, and they're already remaking it.
Get live action for like the old animated stuff from when our childhood, but the new stuff, give it give it a rest. We don't need everything live action. Disney has lost their creative spirit.
They've lost all create. Disney has two tricks in their bag left: live actions and sequels to movies that don't need sequels.
Fun fact, did you know Disney switching back is talking about switching back to hand-drawn art cartoon animations?
I mean, to do what? Make a sequel or make a are they going to start making animated versions of their live action movies now so that they can have something new?
No, they're gonna redo Clone Wars in hand-drawn animation.
No, they're like, "Oh, you remember that fun heartfelt movie Jungle the Jungle the with starring Tim Allen from back in the day? Well, we're going to make an animated version of it cuz we have no other ideas." But like okay, so Toy Story 3, arguably one of the best animated movies of all time. It ended so perfect.
Mhm.
And that's what it was intended to be. The ending, it was great. He passed off the toys to a new kid, everything awesome, great ending, hits you in the heartstrings. And
Mhm.
then they're like, let's make a Toy Story 4 because why not? There was no need for it. And now there's
Yeah.
going to be a Toy Story 5 which stars Buzz and Woody, even though Buzz left to go be with those other toys. Like, I mean, not Buzz, Woody left to go be with those other toys at the end of 4. Like, doesn't make sense. Why are we making a 5? It's like you're beating a dead horse. They're like, "Oh, we need something to make us some money, so let's just, like, make another sequel to one of our movies that was popular." It's
Yeah,
driving me
it's
nuts.
it's getting ridiculous. Any
And the
other movies you're
remakes
looking
and the
forward to?
reboots are just like, "Any what?"
Any other movies you're looking forward to?
Um,
There's one we've talked about a couple of times.
Dune? I am looking
Well,
forward to
of
Dune.
course, everybody's you're always looking forward to Dune. No,
Mandalorian and Grogu? Is
that's
that what you're
another
talking about?
one.
Oh,
No.
no, oh, yeah. I mean, I am pretty pumped. I really did like the Super Mario Brothers movies, so
Yes.
and the trailer for the new one does look hilarious. Like, and I thought it was kind of weird that they jumped from Super Mario Brothers straight to Galaxy, though.
That is weird, but I'm interested to see how it goes.
It looks like, I mean, there's no particular order that they need to go in. They could go in that order, and then they could
Yeah.
always come back to like Super Mario World. I just thought, like, based off the end of the other one, that they were gonna bring Yoshi. Like,
Yeah,
it
true.
ended with them with, like, Yoshi's egg and stuff, and you're like, "Oh, okay, Yoshi'll be in the next one."
No, let's see. I haven't seen a
Yeah.
lot of newer they haven't released any newer
Trailers?
trailers yet, so
Yeah, I've only
let's
ever seen the one.
yeah, so let's see what happens. Um, maybe it'll be good.
Yeah.
Maybe Yoshi will come up in it.
I was kinda hoping 2026 would bring us a Minecraft 2 as well, though, because the Minecraft movie was also excellent.
Yeah. All
So,
right. So there is a movie that's coming out that I'm interested in just because it's been on TV and it's a topic we hotly debate on if we actually like it or not. And it's
is
about
it about
AI.
AI? Oh, I was
hmm
gonna say, is it about AI?
It's called Mercy. Have
Okay.
you seen the previews for it yet?
I have not.
It's interesting because
I'm intrigued.
it's the best way I can explain it is AI is a judge, jury, and all that. Um, Based on my understanding, and the creator is charged with killing his wife, and he has, I think that as she says, he has 90 minutes to prove his innocence. and he has access to all the cameras everywhere, all of the recordings, all of that. And so the scenes I've seen is he's calling up different videos at this time, different videos at this time, and piecing together the events of his wife's death. And it looks like it's going to be really interesting. It's called Mercy, and it's been uh all over what's it called? The news, and it has not news but TV, and it has Chris Pratt.
Is he the
See,
one trying to prove his innocence?
yep. So in the near
Okay.
future, an advanced AI judge tells a captive detective that he's on trial for the murder of his wife. If he fails to prove his innocence within 90 minutes, he'll be executed on the spot.
Oh, executed on the spot, huh? No, wow, that's a little rough. Like, what if later on they're like, oh wait, he was innocent.
I
Darn.
don't know, but and the detective is the one that created the system. So I'm interested in that one
Okay.
because A, Chris Pratt hasn't been in many bad movies. Um, and the premise looks interesting because it's one that I haven't seen done yet. Uh, Also, we talked about Street Fighter. That does look really good. I can't wait to see trailers on that one. I have seen trailers on the Mortal Kombat 2 movie
It
that's
looks
about
good.
Johnny Cage.
It
And the
looks
person
good.
they have playing Johnny Cage is interesting.
What? What's his toes? Why can't I think of his name? He's from The Boys. He also played RoboCop.
uh, yeah,
Carl Urban.
Carl Urban. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Carl Urban.
Because for some reason, while Carl Urban is a damn good actor,
He
I
seems
love
too old
his.
for the role, though.
He does, and he doesn't seem too cocky enough.
Oh, have you ever seen The Boys? Hold on a second.
I haven't watched The Boys that much. I have seen The
Oh
Boys. I
man,
haven't watched it that much.
you need to
Now,
watch The Boys, and that'll change your opinion right away. He is wow.
but I have seen him in Dread and other movies, and I love him in those movies.
Oh, he can definitely be cocky. Like he could play that part of it. I
Actually, I
just
don't
think
think
that
he's
like,
one in Dread.
I, huh?
I
He's
think I said the wrong movie.
no, he's in Dread.
He is Dread. All right, I
Yeah,
was
he's
right.
the new
Okay,
the new Dread, not
yeah,
the
not
Sylvester
Judge
Stallone Dread.
Dread, not Judge Dread. Dread.
Yes, yes, he's Dread.
Uh, so I'm interested in that one. Narnia. I'm
Oh
interested in
yeah,
learning more about that one as it comes out because it's supposed to release in November.
yeah. You know, as I'm looking now too, there's a couple more that I didn't even realize that look pretty good too. Like, the Odyssey movie that looks really good.
I haven't Odyssey?
Yeah, it's based on the Odyssey,
I
the
didn't see
novel,
that one
the
on the list I
Odyssey.
was looking at.
Yep. And then the Legend of Aang, the Last Airbender. Of course, I'm going to be interested
Oh,
in
of
that,
course, yeah.
especially after just watching the show.
Speaking of sequels that don't need to be made, The Devil Wears Prada 2.
I mean,
No,
yes
no,
and no.
even better. Speaking of sequels that don't need to be made, Scream 7.
No, okay, okay. The last couple Screams have actually been really good though. That series is actually doing well. They're making decent movies. Like since they brought Jenna Ortega on, like,
Okay.
and they brought like the main cat. Like the last season, they brought Nev Campbell back and Courtney Cox back, and like no, that they're doing good. They're fine. They're fine. Now
Later th-
Terrifier, I don't know about Terrifier 4. Or there's
what
another Exorcist coming out. Like
there's a Silent Hill movie coming out.
that could be awesome.
That's supposed to release January 23rd, and it's called Return to Silent Hill.
No, what is this? There's a oh, Pinocchio Unstrung. It's a horror movie.
Pinocchio. Well, if you can turn Santa Claus into a horror movie, I'm or a gore movie. I'm pretty sure you can get away with a horror movie.
Hold on. What are we talking about here? Because if we're talking about what I think we're talking about, that movie is phenomenal.
Yes, it is phenomenal.
You talk about Violent Night
Yes.
with David Harbour as Santa.
Yes.
That movie is great. That is one of my favorite Christmas movies. I'm not going to lie.
My favorite Christmas movie of all time. Actually, that is probably my favorite Christmas movie of all time.
It's so good. They're making a new Mummy movie? Is it just like a remake?
No, it has Brendan Fraser in it.
Does it?
Six. If I remember correctly.
Jack Rayner may come.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, no, it's different people.
Could have sworn he was going to be in it. Oh well.
A reimagining of the Mummy franchise.
It is a remake. It's sad. The young daughter of a journalist disappears into the desert without a trace. 8 years later, the broken family is shocked when she is returned to them as what should be a joyful reunion turns into a living nightmare. Is that the same movie? Yeah, Lee Cronin's The Mummy. Yeah.
Supergirl, that movie looks good.
Actually, that Mummy movie makes it sound like it's going to be a horror movie.
Oh, I was talking to you about this one too. Fokker-in-Law.
Yeah, you were.
The new Meet the Parents movie. That looks good. That actually looks kind of funny. I'd be down for that.
I'm really curious though, Masters of the Universe. I want to learn more about it just because until I started looking up the list, I hadn't heard anything about it. Okay, so it has Nicholas Galitzine, or however you say his name, playing He-Man. There's a lot of it has Idris Elba.
Okay.
I know him. Kristen Wiig playing Roboto. Jared Leto playing Skeletor.
Okay. We're talking about
What?
I'm on board. You're talking about Master of the Universe now. I thought you were still talking about that other movie.
No. I'm talking about Masters of the Universe. Has Allison Brie playing Evil Lynn. So it has some decent actors in it. It has a couple of people I don't know, but it looks interesting. And they will be referring to He-Man as Prince Adam at some point in the show, in the movie. Nice. It says it starts He-Man, the most popular, powerful, goes against evil Skeletor to save the planet Eternia and protect the secrets of Castle Grayskull.
There's a new Resident Evil movie coming out this year too, except it looks like it's like a remake or a reboot.
It might be a reboot. I haven't heard anything much about it. Actually, I've heard of it. I don't know much about it.
A new Evil Dead?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard of that.
But yeah, there's a big slate of movies releasing this year.
I am looking forward to the new Narnia movie.
Yeah, there's all sorts. I just don't know why they're doing a live adaptation of a movie that just came out. I'm looking forward to Jumanji 3. I like the first two. I'm ready to see what the third one's going to fight.
As long as they bring back Karen Gillan again, we need Ruby Roundhouse. This just won't be the same without Ruby Roundhouse.
She's listed as cast in it
Yeah,
for Ruby Roundhouse.
There we go.
Yeah, you were saying that, and I clicked on the movie title so I could see the cast, and it popped up. She's like the third one down.
Nice.
Let's see. There's a lot of movies. Not a lot that I'm totally interested in, though.
I saw the trailer yesterday for The Wrecking Crew.
Mhm.
with Dave Bautista and Jason Momoa.
That
Dave
actually looks
Bautista,
interesting.
it looks good, but Dave Bautista looks like he's like half the size he used to be.
He is,
He's
'cause
like small.
he's no longer working out, uh, on a
He's
regular basis.
he's not bulking. I mean, he still looks like he's in good shape, but like,
He's in good shape, but he's not, like, building for wrestling. He's
right.
actually retired and he's staying in shape. He's not being like The Rock and trying to
Yeah, he's even like even compared to like him in Guardians of the Galaxy, he looks like he's like half his size.
Mhm.
It's I don't
He's
hate it.
also old.
Yeah, he's getting older.
I mean, I wish I could get off my butt and get into shape like him.
Right.
He is 56 years old.
Oh, there's an Angry Birds 3 movie coming out too.
Of course. All right, so let's move on to TV shows.
TV
Uh,
shows.
there's not as many I'm looking forward to because I'm always looking forward to the new seasons of NCIS and NCIS Origins.
Yeah, like I'm hoping that they come out with a Chad Powers season 2 this year cuz I loved that show last season. Have you watched it yet?
Uh-uh.
Jeremy, you need to watch that show. I'm not kidding you. You need to watch that show. It's
Chad
not even
Powers?
that long. Chad Powers. It's the
That
football
one. Yeah,
movie.
I've
Yeah,
seen clips on YouTube about
dude,
it.
you
Yeah.
need to watch that show. It is so funny. It is you will love that show.
Yeah, every YouTube skit I've see is a really serious skit.
If you never listen to anything else I ever tell you, do this one.
I'll
Watch that
watch
show.
I'll
It's
watch
not
the
even
first
long.
episode tonight to see what happens.
It's not even that long. It is just hilarious. It's like
All
I
right.
think it's like 6 episodes.
All right, I'll watch it.
So, while we're on TV shows, one of the shows that I am looking forward to is Malcolm in the Middle. And
Of course.
I found this write up for it. It's just a 4 episode thing about like the 40th wedding anniversary. They're all coming back together. You know, it's going to have all the cast, but I found this little write up on it and it cracked me up. So I got to read this. Okay. Malcolm fans rejoice. The beloved Fox sitcom of the early 2000s gets a 4 episode update and reunites most of the original cast. Notably, Frankie Muniz, who plays Malcolm,
Mhm.
Jane Kesmerick, aka Malcolm's mom Lois, and Bryan Cranston, who sadly never did anything of note after this sitcom, certainly not a drama series with a strong claim to be the best TV show of all time, as Malcolm's dad Hal. I read that and I was like, oh my gosh, seriously?
That
It's
is a
certainly not a drama TV series that could be the best show of all time.
that is an awesome way to describe that. Okay, can't beat that right up. That is the only if you ever watch anything, that is the only reason to watch Malcolm in the Middle is because that write up.
Dude, it was amazing.
Are you interested in the Buffy the Vampire Slayer new Sunnydale?
Yes.
Of course you
I
are.
love Buffy the Vampire Slayer. We've talked about this. Like, I'm pumped for a reboot, especially since like she's gonna be in it, but there's gonna be a new Slayer, which doesn't
Mhm.
make sense to me.
Yeah, we talked about that a bit. There's also an interesting one that caught my attention on the list that I was watching is there's going to be a series following an aging private investigator and superhero in an alternate universe of the 1930s New York City, and it's called Spider Noir.
Yeah,
So it looks
it's
like a
it's
noir Spider-Man
it
detective.
is. It's based off of the character from the Spider Verse movies. You know how there's the Spider Noir in there.
Yeah,
It's a story about him.
it'll be interesting to see that because and it's live action. So and the scenes I've seen look pretty good. So it'll
Yeah,
be
it looks
interesting.
pretty cool. Like, I hope they do it in black and white. Like, they have to do it in black.
Some scenes I see are in black and white, and there are some that are in color. So I have no idea how they're doing it. Because like I'm looking at one that's live action and it's in black and white, and then there's another one where he's on top of what looks like a car, maybe, but it's in color. So We'll see. But the trailer is in black and white.
And I know that I just went on this rant about remakes and sequels that are unnecessary, but Scrubs season 10, I mean, come
Mhm.
on. You can't not be excited for that, especially since it's not really a reboot because it's still got Zach Braff and Donald Faison in it. They're still the main characters. We're getting more of JD and Turk. And who doesn't like that?
True.
That show, I love that show.
Star Trek's coming out with their new, show that I'm looking forward to.
In a couple
Starfleet Ac
days.
yeah, in a couple of days from recording, on the 15th, Starfleet Academy comes out. By the time people see this, they'll know how good is or isn't, but, I'm looking forward to that one. It looks like it'll be good.
There's
Those are
another one I
really the
just saw.
4 I'm actually really hardcore looking forward to. Um,
There's there's one show that I think it's either going to do really good or it's going to bomb.
what's that?
It's called L. E L
Yeah,
L
I
E.
yeah, I saw that on the list I was looking at.
It's a series about Elle from Legally Blonde
Mhm.
of when she was in like high school. So that could, like I said, it's either going to be really good or really really bad. And then
Boys season 6. There's a season 2 of The Pit coming out, and I heard that there's a lawsuit going on with that show right now.
bro,
Potential, contract violations and all that good stuff with, the creator. Well, not the creator, his estate, but yeah. Let's see. Malcolm in the Middle, what's his name still Freddie still
Frankie
looks
Muniz.
yeah,
Yeah,
Frankie Muniz still looks young compared to his
yeah,
age.
yeah. So there's another show that kind of looks funny. It's going to be on HBO called DTF St. Louis. And it's the write up says, does the acronym mean what you think it does? DTF? Do you know what that means?
Yeah.
It says, does the acronym mean what you think it does? It sure does. But it's going to star Jason Bateman, Linda Cardellini, and David Harbour.
Interesting.
That sounds like it could be good.
Yeah.
Like that cast, I like it.
There's a Western coming out called The Abandons.
Mm,
It has Lena Headey and, Gillian Anderson.
gosh, I haven't seen her in anything since X Files.
Yeah, they, play rival leaders of very different groups engaged in a land battle in 1854 Washington territory.
Gosh, so another one of those land shows. Like everybody keeps telling me I need to watch that show, Landman.
I
They
heard
keep
it's
telling
really good. It looks really good. I got enough shows I need to watch.
like Chad Powers.
Yeah. Spartacus has a new spinoff called House of Asher on Stars.
What was that one we were talking about earlier? Uh,
We are talking about a few.
no, it was a movie that they're making into a TV show.
Ooh,
I don't see it now. What was it?
I don't know if we mentioned that.
Yeah, we did. We were talking about it. Me and you were talking about it before we started
Oh,
recording.
oh, great. No, I don't remember. Movie that's being turned into a TV series.
Yeah, it's not on my list though.
Man, now you got me thinking.
Yeah, and we both said that it looked like it could be kind of interesting. Find it. Couldn't find it.
I'm trying to remember. Is this
Not Man on Fire. What was it? Blade Runner.
huh?
Blade Runner.
Yeah, Blade Runner 2099.
Yeah, that's it. There it is. Found it.
As soon as you mention it, oh yeah, that one.
Huh? It's
Yeah,
got
that actually
pretty decent cast in it too, so it could be pretty good.
Netflix has a lot of
I
shows
like the
coming out.
movie, so yeah. And then there's always your
All right, there
new
is
seasons.
there is a reality show I want to watch
Love Island.
with Johnny Knoxville.
Oh,
Fear
is it?
Factor, House of Fear.
Oh, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I'm kind of interested in seeing how that comes out because if you pick anybody for a Fear Factor movie, I would say that's a good one.
I think I'd be afraid of anything Johnny Knoxville wanted me to do. Cause like I've seen what he does in like Jackass and stuff. Like I don't want to do any of that stuff.
I know, right? But it's going to be Fear Factor, so it ought to be good. There is another Westeros movie coming out for those who follow Game of Thrones. There's a spin-off series set 100 years or so before uh
House of the Dragon.
not House of the Dragon,
Yeah.
the actual Game of Thrones series.
No,
Eh,
it's supposed to be a prequel to House of the Dragon.
yeah, House of Dragon takes place like really soon to Game of Thrones, and this takes place before
No,
that.
House of the Dragon takes place like quite a bit before Game of Thrones because it's before all the dragons die.
Let's see, the world. I like this. The wild world of Westeros has plenty of stories to tell, and HBO is more than happy to. And they have this line marked out: "Make money off of." Tell them. A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms is the latest Game of Thrones spinoff. This time set 100 years or so before the HBO mega hit, and following the unlikely duo of young knight Sir Duncan the Tall, being played by Peter Claffey, and his squire Egg, EGG, Dexter Soul Ansel. Uh, the tone is lighter than Thrones, so expect more fun adventures and less kingdom-shattering political intrigue. I have no idea what I think about that
Sounds
after reading it.
interesting.
I'll watch
I
it,
don't know.
but I
Sounds more
haven't.
like a comedy.
It's going to be more of a lighthearted. I hope they don't go full The Knight's Tale with it.
Sounds like a combination of like Knight's Tale and Witcher.
Either that or it's Game of Thrones with a Knight's Tale twist to it. Let's see.
Hmm.
Game of Thrones, Sophie Turner stars in this on the nose titled Caper about a pension fund investment company that gets robbed by a gang of thieves, and the show's called Steel.
Meh.
Hey, I just want to watch it because I think Sophie Turner's cute.
All right.
All
Do your
right,
thing.
Finding Her Edge is an ice skating movie. Free Burt is coming out. That one I've been interested in. I've seen stuff about, but it's uh comedian shirt phobic comedian Burt Kreischer follows his buddy Tom Segura's footsteps and gets his own Netflix series, Free Burt. But yeah, that's pretty much all the shows I'm really interested in watching because I don't find myself watching a lot of regular TV these days.
I
Um,
don't really watch a lot of TV either. Not really. There's
it,
so many
it
shows on my list that I still haven't watched a single episode yet of Fallout season 2. I'm waiting. I want to watch the whole thing when it's out
of course we have
because I'm
gotten
not going to want
spoiled
to
by
wait.
we've gotten spoiled by streaming services and their release everything at once style of doing things.
I know, and now all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, we're going to release one episode a week, like old school TV," and it's like, why? Get back to
Yeah.
releasing whole seasons.
So video games. I
video
was
games.
looking through video games releasing this week or this year,
Mhm.
and there's not a ton that I'm overly excited looking forward to.
There's only a couple that I am.
Which ones are you looking forward to?
Well, number 1, next month is Resident Evil Requiem, and
Okay.
I'm really looking forward to that. I love the Resident Evil games, all of them.
Every
All of
single
them.
one of them.
I love the Resident Evil games. I mean, 5, but all of the other ones are phenomenal.
5, meh.
Yeah. So that one I'm looking forward to. On February 3rd, there's an unemployment simulator coming out. That seems pretty
You
interesting.
told you were talking to me about
What
that
is
before.
that? Like, or Mugenics, a cat breeding RPG from the creators of Super Meat Boy. Like,
Mugenics sounds like a Pokemon breeding simulator.
who, who got together in a room and said, you know what we don't have and really need? An RPG about breeding cats.
I mean, we got other horrible ones about power washing.
Hold on, Power Washing Simulator is a great game. That game is like so it calms your soul to just sit there and just power wash stuff. Not gonna lie, I played that one because it was free on the Xbox Game Pass, and I was just like, dude. And it's made by SquareSoft
Of
or
course.
Square Enix. March 2nd, World of Warcraft Midnight comes out.
Of course.
I haven't played really all that much of the current one. I couldn't even tell you what it's called. The War Within? Something like
Oh no,
that?
I haven't played a lot of WoW recently, and we were talking about playing WoW with Rabbit and us getting together and
I
playing
still
WoW.
got my account.
We need to play WoW Classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I'd
start
be
from the very
down.
beginning.
We wouldn't be able to start from the very beginning, but
See,
because we
that's the
missed
one
that
thing.
train.
Yeah, that's one
It's
thing
on
I
like Miss Pandaria now or something like that.
so that's the one thing that a lot of people complained about Star Wars Galaxies was the timeline never really advanced. The few years it was out. However, now that I've played WoW retail and then I go back to try playing it, I'm like, advancing a story is fine and all, but what about people that want to play from the beginning to get to where the story's at?
Yeah. I mean, that's what the classic servers are for. See, that's what one thing I really like about EverQuest is that every year they come out with a new progression server that does start from the very beginning and lets you play that experience through if you want to.
Mm.
There's the rumored Grand Theft Auto 6 that may or may not ever release. That's supposed to come out on November 19th, but I'm
I
not
like
gonna
that.
hold my
The
breath.
rumored release.
Yeah, I'm not holding my breath, but like I said, there's not really a ton.
When is this game?
Fable. Fable's supposed to come out sometime this year. That one I'm excited for. So when that one comes out,
I'm
I'll pick
looking
that up.
forward to Halo Campaign Evolved just because I want to see the remaster of the game and see what they actually add to the game. Because they are adding some stories of just the chief and uh, the master chief and Sergeant Johnson. So I want to see how that goes and see how much more they stomp on the books of Bungie because they don't want to remember Bungie in any way, it seems like. Even though the books tell a better story than any of the newer Halo games do.
That looks cool. Sea of Remnants, a pirate RPG with fleet building and huge cast of allies.
Hmm.
Star Wars Galactic Racer, Subnautica 2. That one's supposed to come out sometime this year.
Yeah, that is true. Every upcoming star. Let's see. There's First announced in April 2025 at Star Wars Celebration Japan. Star Wars Zero Company is supposed to release this year.
Games that could surprise us in 2026. Arc 2. The write up on it says more dinosaurs plus Vin Diesel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Plus Vin Diesel.
There's another Star Wars game coming out. It looks like it's supposed to be. Is this?
What in the world?
Oh yeah, we talked about this a couple weeks ago. The Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic.
Oh yeah, that won't be 2026. They
This
just
one's
announced it. I seriously doubt it'll be 2026. So this game's called Intergalactic Pawn Shop. It's an adventure sci-fi pawn shop simulator.
an intergalactic pawn shop simulator.
Oh, what's this? Judas? Have you heard of Judas? BioShock director's next first-person shooter game?
I heard about it.
Jurassic
But
Park Survival?
that one I'm looking forward to.
Jurassic Park?
Survival.
Yeah. Looks pretty good. Takes place right after the original movie.
That'll be interesting.
Oh, I forgot about that game. Light No Fire.
Oh crap! I forgot about that. I didn't know that was releasing this year.
It says it's potentially could come out in 2026 or may carry to the next calendar year. So if it does, it'll be end of 2026.
So maybe based on they're having a little difficulty with dragon stuff right now, so I think they should actually push it to make sure they release a decent game. So I'd be okay with them pushing that one. All right. So, well, there are still stuff we can look up to find out what's coming out in 2026. We covered the main things we were looking forward to. The reason why I'm doing that is because we're an hour and 15 minutes into the episode, sir.
Yeah, I know. We kind of didn't even get to the video game part until we were already like an hour and 6 minutes in. So
Yeah, true. So we are going to call it there. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe. It helps us out, gets us more popular. If you have content ideas or anything like that, either comment on the video or hit us up in our Discord, discord.gg/raw podcast. The link will be down in the description below. Um, if you want to talk to us about anything work related, business related, or anything like that, please hit us up on our email or hit us up or privately on our Discord server. Our email is podcastraw@gmail.com. Yeah, there's not a lot of other places to hit us up on because those are the two places we monitor the most or we get notifications for anyway.
word.
We will be trying to get together at some point this year and go to a convention of some sort, even if I got to go up there and we go to Grand Rapids Comic Con again. Because
Again, we haven't gone yet.
We talked about it. So we'll talk about it again, or we'll figure out some convention because I do want to do one of those with video this time to see how that comes out for us. All
Should
right.
be good.
You got anything else, sir?
I got nothing.
All right. Well, y'all be safe. Y'all have a good week and y'all stay nerdy.
Have a great week, guys.